Hey friends, today I want to introduce you to Fabledom. I played the about 1 hour long demo a few days ago and couldn't help but be endeared by, well, most of it actually. Now, what exactly is Fabledom? Let me show you. It's a laid-back city builder set in a fairy tale world, and the cute art style you're seeing complements that perfectly. In the full game, you will have the choice of whether to play in the standard or the creative mode. The standard mode is all you would expect from a city builder. A progression system, unlocking more buildings. With an ever-growing population, everything needs either resources or gold to build or purchase. The creative mode, on the other hand, is where you can see that the developers Greener Games, a two-man team based in Sweden, really know their target audience. In this mode, everything is unlocked from the get-go. Buildings and all other stuff are free and you won't need to worry about construction times at all. At this point, it's basically a fairy tale designer without a care in the world. After you have selected your game mode of choice, you will have to select one of 9 regions on a map that is randomly generated each time you start a new game. These regions represent different kingdoms, all with different sizes and different allocations of oceans, hills and forests. Choose your kingdom wisely, my friends. In the game I have played, I selected a kingdom called Saleria that is cookie cutter as they come, being medium in all the categories. But don't worry, the kingdoms you didn't want to play in will still play a role in your fairy tale by having you interact with them and their respective leaders, whether it be prince or princess. Oh yes, you're a prince or princess too, so better get a touch up on your royal manners. The gameplay itself will feel familiar to everyone who's played a city builder before. You plan your city, build housing for your citizens, gather resources and provide amenities. Speaking of housing, the houses in Fabledom are called homesteads and consists of the house itself and the surrounding lot. The size of which is obviously determined by you. Depending on the size you allocate to a specific homestead, said homestead will have more or less space for different upgrades, ranging from chicken coops to beehives and fruit trees. Homegrown fruit is definitely a thing in this game. But there are also less useful uses of the allocated space. Whether you want your people to use it automatically or have you decide what to build in their gardens is completely up to you. You know what else is a thing? Each homestead needs a head of household to function properly, and that is actually a job for your subjects. This essentially reduces your available workforce by 1 with every home you build. Finally, someone appreciating the stay-at-home mom and dad. While you're building up your little settlement piece by piece and brick by brick, you will occasionally receive letters from other royals prompting you to different actions to spice things up. See? The Harvest Princess already demands our attention by requesting a meeting. You will also get to interact with your royal colleagues by sending and possibly also receiving expeditions, messages and gifts. I smell a little dating minigame here, but that might just be me though. Of course, the game also has a weather cycle and season cycle with direct impact on what your citizens can and cannot do. Have you noticed the ruins to the south of our little settlement here? In the full game, you will be able to challenge your heroes, naturally they're heroes in a fairy tale, with encounters of a varying variety for spoils and rewards. When you're starting out, you are limited to a small bit of land, but after your treasury has filled up a bit and you have completed the tutorial, you can just buy the plots around you, a mechanic that is familiar from games like City Skylines. In closing, while the demo was fairly short, about 30 to 60 minutes depending on playstyle, it already painted a very promising picture for everyone who enjoys cozy games and or city builders. Some smart menu choices will definitely reduce frustrations, and the entire presentation will likely leave you with a warm and fuzzy feeling. As the title of the game suggests, as soon as you start Fabledom, you're the protagonist of a fairy tale. From narration to art style to setting and even to the names of the animals you see on the map, everything just seems to fit neatly together to form a cohesive experience. So let's all keep an eye on this one, shall we? Fabledom is scheduled for release in Q1 of this year. If you like what you saw of Fabledom and want to keep up with the game's updates, release date, or just want to help the devs out, please go ahead and wishlist the game on Steam. You will find the link in the description. Believe me, it really does make a difference. Now, thank you very much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to the channel for more impression videos, let's play series, stream highlights and game reviews. Maybe even give the notification bell a little friendly push. Following me on socials is also always a great idea. Catch you all down in the comments, and until next time.